So this is the location. This is in Iceland with Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol. How did I get to do this? Okay. I had worked with Rohit Shetty for the same film earlier schedule for about a month in Bulgaria. When we did this, first time, we went under the budget. So there was a big party on the last day where Shah Rukh Khan had thrown a big party, rap party, and at that time, Rohit Shetty and Shah Rukh Khan called me aside. He said, Ramji, we have gone under the budget. We want to make an iconic song which will be the talk of the world. I suggested Iceland. And why Iceland? Because I had done few movies before. And then I knew that place like the back of my palm. They wouldn't trust me immediately. They said, okay, we will send Farah Khan is going to be the dance director for this song. So they sent Farah Khan with me. We went to, I took them straight 1, 2, 3, 4, abdin location kondu pone. From every location, Farah Khan started calling Shah Rukh and said, Shah Rukh, mind blowing yaar, mind boggling yaar. Then they said, don't come back from there, stay there itself, we are coming. 70 people, in 3 days time they landed in Iceland, and that is the song, that is the iconic pose. So the tourism after the song was released, as I told you, it went to 650 million YouTube hits today, and the tourism from India to Iceland jumped up by 1,000% in 1 year. And this became their ads for this promotion of tourism in Iceland for the entire Indian diaspora market. So every couple who went there, every honeymooner went there, wanted to do this pose like Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, so this is and this is a classic pose there, and of course this is the basalt. This is the old airplane which had crashed at Dakota, and the Dakota male eri the honeymooners and even all the couples from Gujarat or Punjab wanted to do that. And you can see by this time we had got the drone technology inside. So you could see from your eyesight level, it looks, from the air, the shot looks very different. Munadi, it was too expensive to put the helicopter and the camera in it. So this is what we did there. And this changed the whole thing. See, this is the Skogar waterfalls. This is the song, and that's there with Shah Rukh and myself and the team there. So, okay. By this time, we started. Okay. This is a shot in Poland, and this is the most important. This was actually the lead to this. How did this happen? Okay. When director Atlee was making the movie Mersal, he by himself went to Paris with his it was like a family trip. He saw the opera house in Paris and came back to the producer and said, I want to shoot the scene there in the Paris opera house with 1,000 extras. And it's going to be a magic show, a dramatic show where Vijay kills the villain. So they got a budget from Paris. It came to 40 crores. The producer had a heart attack that day itself. Then immediately I was called in. Sir, 40 kodina whole shooting cost avladhan sir padathuku eppadi sir appdin. Sir, I got a suggestion for you. In fact, I had whenever we do a shooting for 30 days or something like that, we have a lot of free time in between. So I don't waste the time there. I go and see other locations for other movies. I randomly pick the movies, locations, and put them into my data bank and my head. So there, one invitation came for me to visit Macedonia, the neighboring country to Bulgaria. Nobody would have heard of the name. I went to the capital, Skopje. Okay. When I went there, everything was run down, but the opera house looked amazing. So I made a note of it, and truly in 1 year, the opportunity came for me to use that opera house. And and the extras in Paris cost 200 euros. Whereas the extra in Macedonia cost 25 euros. So what became a budget of 40 crores, we could finish it in 5 crores. Okay. And this incident truly happened as I was waiting for Vijay, and I went to make preparations. When Vijay landed, he came out of the airport. He saw me, he said, Ramji sir, இப்படி வாங்க இந்த பக்கம். நம்ம எந்த ஊரில் இருக்கோம்? நான் வந்து சார் இது பேர் மேசடோனியா, ஸ்காப்பியேங்கிற கேபிட்டல், இங்கே தான் மதர் தெரசா பிறந்த ஊர் சார் இது. சார் ராம்ஜி சத்தியமாக சொல்கிறேன், நான் கூகுளில் போட்டு தேடி தேடி பார்த்தேன், இந்த ஊர் வரவே இல்லைப்பா எனக்கு. ஆஃப்டர் ரீச்சிங் த பிளேஸ் he told me this. And the hotel was right in front of the opera house. And every day we used to have 1,000 people filling up the opera house for the shoot. And Vijay said, எனக்கு கார் வண்டியெல்லாம் போடாதப்பா, நான் நடந்து வந்துடுறேன். If today walks in the road, Vijay walks in the road, you'll have a 5 lakh people coming out now. And he used to come, அப்படியே வெளில வருவார், நடந்து வராரு, ஒரு கோன் ஐஸ்கிரீம் வாங்கி அப்படியே சாப்பிட்டுட்டு அப்படியே நடந்து வந்துட்டு ஷூட்டிங் அட்டென்ட் பண்ணிட்டு used to go back to the hotel. So that was that song. And that was then when all these people were there along with me, Ala Vijay, and then there's Vadivelu, Vaigai Poyal Vadivelu, and S.J. Surya and Satyaraj, and there's of course Yogi Babu. And then again, I'll show this song. We went back to Switzerland. He's the ambassador for Switzerland tourism. So I want you to do this, design this song for me. How many times have you been to Switzerland? I said, sir, I've been to Switzerland 100 times. Okay. Okay, then nothing to do with it. You just design. All I want, I will give you the element. I want a lakeside. I want this and that. I said straight away, and he said, 5 days I have to finish this song. I don't care. I have no time for it. Based on my judgment, the entire team with Ranveer Singh and Rohit Shetty came for this movie, Simba. He finished the song in 4 days, and one day he said, we'll have a holiday. See, by this time, you know, I have been to Switzerland and New Zealand, 100 times to Switzerland, 50 times New Zealand. I know எந்த இடத்துல எந்த டீ கடை இருக்கும், எந்த இடத்துல எந்த சமோசா கிடைக்கும், எல்லாமே எனக்கு I know that by heart even today. I'll give you another example of it. Okay, this is the song, all this lakeside and this. It's one of the most beautiful melody songs in the movie. That's there, me with the team. Okay. Again to Switzerland, again the same thing, and now with the current upcoming superstar. Okay, this is the film Dragon, which crossed 150 crores last year. It was one of the biggest super hits. And when they were making this song, Director Ashwath Marimuthu and Pradeep Ranganathan wanted to do this song in 3 locations in Venice, Switzerland, and end up in Paris in front of the Eiffel Tower. So appo vandu basically Kalpati Archana worked with many films with them at AGS. You'll see some more, I'll show you. And what happened was, என்ன பார்த்தோன்னே இந்த பசங்கள்லாம் they are much younger to me. I am 66 years young. So என்ன எனக்கு ஒரு டவுட்டு, இவங்கெல்லாம் என்ன பூமர் அங்கிள் கூட்டின்னு வந்துட போகிறீங்க, என்ன சார் இவங்களோட வயசில் எங்களுக்கு செட் ஆகுமா எங்களோட? They said no problem. I explained this to him. They didn't even know where they were going. In fact, even the camera angles were selected from India itself. இங்கே போகிறோம், is St. Mark's Square in Venice. We are doing this and we are doing this, and then we are going to Switzerland. We are going to the mountain. I am going to get you the train. Because of my past experience in Switzerland, I was able to pinpoint and do it. Normally, for shooting naka, we have 150 people coming. For this, we had only 18 people. And this song was an iconic success. And then, this movie. And that's it. I'm working with them again for 2 other movies with Pradeep Ranganathan. Okay. This is Switzerland again for you there. We have filmed tons of films here and all the other locations. They're there with me. Okay. And now, while we are doing song, it is not only song. Now we are doing action, we are doing mass sequences, we are doing talkie portions. This is a desert sequence, the opening of the film Greatest of All Time, GOAT, for Vijay. And this is on the Sahara Desert on the Tunisia-Libya border. So there you can see the making. We had hired the train for 8 days, and in the middle of Sahara Desert, we used to film this. There, helicopter pulls Vijay out of the desert, and that's the opening scene for the film. Very dramatic sequence. In the Mari, we do a lot of these dramatic sequences now. Okay. Now, we come to the cherry on top of the icing. This is the song. I will give you a backstory of it and how it was made. This is, okay, I'll give you a backstory. I can identify myself as one of the most turning points, biggest turning points twice in my life was one Bahubali. Okay. That was the time I was going through a very bad phase in my business. I had done one bad mistake and I lost everything, almost everything. Okay. At that time, how Rajamouli played an indirect part in putting me back to where I am today was in Bahubali. They were making this movie. They wanted to shoot an entire sequence in ice. We had done only Switzerland and New Zealand for ice, okay? We identify that. Or Himalayas. But Himalayas is, you get the snow and ice after 16,000 feet, you can't breathe. Switzerland and New Zealand are far too expensive. So they said, we need to shoot this sequence, where can we do it? And I was able to do some research and I found that I could do this in Bulgaria. I went to Bulgaria, found this location, and then came back and we implemented this location for Bahubali. Why I told you change the pattern of my doing business differently was, it was the first time we started doing India outside India. If you notice, it is Himalayas and we started filming Himalayas in Bulgaria. And then again, when COVID came, again my entire business and everything collapsed. I was back to where I was, and I was 62 years old, 63 years old. Okay, and I didn't know what to do for 2 years, but at the same time I was trying to do this and that, get back on feet. And that day, and my daughter's engagement was fixed for the 1st of the month, coming month, and then at that time I had made some pitch and I got a call. It said we must leave immediately on 24th. It is the 1st of July, correct? Oh, okay. Then into June 24th, I got a call saying, Ramji, you had shown something, we have to leave immediately. And that was peak of peak, second COVID, second attack. I didn't know how, and said, we'll be back by 2nd. I said, sir, I have my daughter's engagement on 1st. Okay, I will let you go on 30th, 31st or something, you can come back on 1st morning. Sir, if something happens, if I turn test positive or something like that, they'll put me in quarantine. Then I called my wife, and I met my wife and told my wife, I got this call, I have to go now. She said, are you stupid? The daughter's engagement is coming up, and how could you say, who called you? I said, Rajamouli called me. Oh my God, Rajamouli called you? You better go then. Doesn't matter. You come back on time, So, we went to this place, 6 of us wearing hazmat suits that in the flight that night. And luckily, because we all had American visa, we could go that time through Frankfurt. Most of the airlines were not even flying to India. And we selected this location. This happens to be the official residence of President Zelensky of Ukraine. And why I'm telling you that how Rajamouli changed it, because in the movie, if you see RRR, this is actually 1920 Delhi in the movie. And this is not a song, it's actually a fight sequence between two cultures. So this is the song, and this is where we shot this song. And then we needed, once he selected the location, I came back just in time for my daughter's engagement on the morning. Afternoon was the engagement. I landed in Bangalore and flew back from Bangalore to Chennai, right on time. So this is it, and there is me with all Rajamouli, Ramcharan and NTR Jr. and at the spot with my other partner and the Indian ambassador there for the making of Nadu, which went on to win the Oscar, first Oscar for India. I am proud to say that I am a small part of it. I worked in that project, and so this is all my collage. I like to emphasize one thing. What is the cheapest and easiest thing to get? Please tell me. You got any idea? It's money. the easiest and cheapest thing is you can get is money, and it's also the easiest and cheapest thing you can lose is also money. Okay? What you can get is very precious. You don't want to lose is good family. I'm proud to have a great family, great wife, and a great children, and good health. If you lose health, seldom you get it back. So do not pay too much attention to money, and I mean, just keep following your passion. So that's there with me, with the Deputy CM Konidala Pavan Kalyan. I worked with him. Then Megastar Chiranjeevi, Venkatesh, Mahesh Babu, and Ajit. Tons of films. For Vijay, he has done about 68 or 69 films, out of which I worked with him for 40 films. All the films abroad, except for 1 or 2, I worked with him, and same goes with Ajit. And of course, I proudly say there's Surya, there's Karthi, Mani Ratnam, of course, Ray Rahman, and I can say proudly that my span of career spans from Shivaji Ganesan to Saravana Stores, Annachi also. So there is Bear Grylls and the real bear, you know. And there, Vijay Sethupathi, of course, there is Ajay Devgan, Vinod Khanna, and this is what I call my asset in my life. It is my 17 passports with thousands of stamps of the countries. This is something, and this is all the projects and video. And this is, I would like to end my talk with this quote I chanced upon. Fill your life with experiences, not things. Have stories to tell, not stuff to show. Unquote. Thank you. If you have any questions, I don't know whether we have time for it. Somebody has any questions? Please feel free to ask. Power of imagination. You see, every movie, even if it is Switzerland or New Zealand, every month, அதில் ஒரு வேரியேஷன் கொண்டு வந்துட்டே இருப்பாங்க. இமேஜினேஷன் இஸ் வைல்டு. சினிமாக்காரங்களுக்கு கேட்கவே வேணாம். ஐ மீன் த ஸ்பேன் இஸ் பிக், யூ நோ. பட் த திங் இஸ், vision is one thing. Whether it will fit into the idiom of economics is another thing. நீங்கள் இப்போ வந்து ஈவன் இஃப் யூ டேக் நாட்டு நிறைய பேர் நிறைய பேலஸ் இந்த மாதிரி யூ கேன் ஃபைண்ட் இன் இங்கிலாண்டில் கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம், பாரிஸில் கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். ஆனால் ஃபார் நாட்டு தே வாண்டட் 500 people to be in front of the camera. They wanted 100 dancers, 50-piece orchestra, 100 Indians. What happened was, so I was able to get them at a very reasonable price from the Kiev Bolshoi Ballet, Kiev Philharmonic, and they wanted 100 Indians to fill the scene as waiters and drivers and all those things. And the British Raj thing. Then immediately what happened was, ஏர்போர்ட்டில் வந்து 10-15 இந்தியன்ஸை பார்த்தேன். நீங்களாம் யாருப்பா அப்படின்னு. நாங்களாம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், என்ன மெடிக்கலில் காலேஜில் படிக்கிறோம் இங்கே அப்படின்னாங்க. அப்படி எவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்கீங்க? 30,000 பேர். அடாடா ஒரு நம்பர் கொடுப்பா இங்கேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்கள வந்து 100 பேர் வேணும்னா 300 பேர் வந்துட்டாங்க இன்றைக்கி ஷூட்டிங்க்கு. எல்லோரும் அவங்களாம் ட்ரெஸ்ஸை போட்டு, பட் வி டோல்ட் தெம் இதை வந்து ரிலீஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது, ஃபோட்டோ எடுக்கக்கூடாது, செல்ஃபோன் இங்கே வச்சுருக்கேன், சாயங்காலம் கொடுக்குறேன். பட் லாஸ்ட் டே வில் கிவ் an opportunity to take a short picture with NTR Junior Rajamouli and Ram Charan. So they were extremely happy. அவங்க என்ன ரேட் கொடுக்குறாங்களோ உங்களுக்கு அதை கொடுத்துட்றோம், பாக்கெட் மணியாக வச்சுக்கோங்க, இந்தியன் ஃபுட். They happily worked. So for that song during peak COVID, we had 500 people working in front of the camera. To back it, we had another 500 working behind the camera to get this going. So vision is one thing. Vision, you can envisage anything, but whether it will be feasible economically is another thing. So you got my answer for that.
Sir, initially நீங்கள் வந்து வில்லனா ஆக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன்னு சொன்னீங்க இல்லையா, அதுக்கப்புறம் ஆக்ட் பண்ணலையா? அது ஒன்று.
இப்போ ஆக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு டைம் கிடைக்கல சார். ஏன்னாக்கா ஆக்டிங் இஸ் ஃபுல் டைம் ப்ரொஃபஷன். என்ன ஆகும்னாக்கா, இப்போ ஆல் த ஷூட்டிங் இஸ் சென்டர்ட் அரவுண்ட் த ஹீரோ. 10 நாள் ஷூட்டிங் ஹீரோனாக்கா அவங்க என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, 10 நாள் நீங்கள் ஃப்ரீயாக வச்சுங்க, 2 நாளுக்கு உங்கள் ஷூட்டிங் வரும், என்றைக்குன்னு தெரியாதும்பாங்க. நீங்கள் போய் உட்கார வச்சுருவாங்க உங்களை. அவன் ஷார்ட் திடீர்னு உங்கள் ஷார்ட் ரெடி வாங்க சார்பாங்க. I cannot do that. I travel at the rate of one trip or 2 trips every month, every 2 weeks actually. So I have to be in நம்ம போகிற டயத்தில் அவங்க கூப்பிடுவாங்க. So அதனால் I don't take it up, and I tell them, if you want me to do a scene, I'll just do that one scene, and otherwise don't put me into it. Continuity னாக்கா அது ப்ராப்ளம் வந்துடும் உங்களுக்கு.
Sir, how you are lost and how you have come back?
That's a big story, sir. Another day we will discuss that. Anyway, I have told you that, I told you that, I mean, the easiest thing you can get is money, the easiest thing you can lose also money. Who's that? Huh?
உங்களோட ஃபிலிம் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியோட பேக் அண்ட் ஆப்ரேஷன் பற்றி நீங்கள் ரொம்ப என்டர்டெயின்மெண்ட்டோட சொன்னேன். பட் திஸ் ஃபிலிமிங் ஹியர் வாஸ் தி ஐசிங் ஆன் தி கேக். ஸோ வி என்ஜாய்ட் இட். While you made the narration excellent, this presentation was more icing on it, so we enjoyed it in a grand way.
Thank you. See, this is what I see, that last picture behind me, you can see, those are the monasteries of Meteora in Greece. Right behind me, there are six monasteries on top of, each one on top of a cliff. So that is, so I keep doing this. I mean, for me, I couldn't fit into any normal profession, so I had to create my own profession. So everybody can be a winner. Nobody needs to be only a doctor, engineer, or a chartered accountant to be a winner. So it is in you. So to create your own space, but you should be passionately loving what you are doing. If you do that, I'm sure everybody will find their space. Thank you.
Yeah, last question. So I wanted to ask about the risk factors involved, like in the shooting, like bungee jumping in Tushi, that Kamal scene in Pamal, and the interviews many told about that fight scene in the China. So can you elaborate about the fighters and stunt masters and risk factors for heroes also?
ரிஸ்க் வந்து வடிவேலு சொல்ல ஒரே வார்த்தையில் சொல்கிறேன் உங்கள்கிட்ட டைலாக, எனக்கு ரஸ்க்கு மாதிரி ரிஸ்க். அதனால் வந்து ஐ டேக் சான்சஸ். சும்மா the person who has made no mistakes in life யாருன்னு கேட்டேன்னா, the person who has made no mistakes in life is a man who has done nothing. ஒன்றுமே பண்ணல, நான் ஊர்லேயே இருந்து என் வில்லேஜ்லேயே இருந்தேன்னா கார்த்தாலேருந்து சாயங்காலம் 10,000 போகிறோம். அதில் you can live your life. A life spent doing nothing a life spent making mistakes is better than a life spent doing nothing, is my logic.
Ramji, I had a question.
I'm finding it every day, sir. Best five. It is, I've been to 140 countries. Where do I start, where do I stop? So many of them, each time. It is I'm not able to exactly tell you which place, but every day, when you see something very different and how we put it back in play is very interesting. Because it can be New Zealand, it can be Ukraine, it can be Georgia, it can be Switzerland, Bolivia. Five is too small a number. See, it can be anything. It can be sometimes very nice, sometimes very hard, but that's the chance you take. If you don't do it, you have to push the boundaries. Otherwise, how will you do it? So, risk taking is part of it, and I love taking risks. Anything? Sorry? I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to it. There are other people doing this business, but I always try to push the boundaries upwards. Something where I can move to a position of, being more indispensable than the other person. If business number 30 போறதை விட அது உங்களுக்கு 30 வரணும். அப்போ then you have a better chance of, putting together. See, cinema field is a very difficult field. It is not regular like a job 9 to 5 and you get promoted every year and retire when you're 60. You are here today or gone tomorrow. That is cinema. I have been in the cinema field for 46 years. So I have been an actor for 7 years and 40 years plus doing what I am doing. And I had the privilege of working with 3 generations of superstars. I worked with Shivaji Ganesan, N.T. Ramarao, Nageshwara Rao, Krishna Soban Babu, Rajkumar, Prem Nazir. And Amitabh Bachchan. Then next generation, Chiranjeevi, Venkatesh, Nagarjuna, Kamal Hassan, Puneet Rajkumar, Shivaraj Kumar, you name it. Anil, then of course Anil Kapoor, and so Annamai goes without saying. So the scale is pretty wide. Yeah, my friend, he's my classmate. He is a doctorate from Houston, and he was one of the few who got into IIT from my school. Two of them, and
you don't have to make that introduction. So great presentation. I really enjoyed it. But it looks like you're missing one very important country.
Which is it?
United States.
We have done many films in United States,
you
but yeah, in fact, I have worked in United States in one of the most amazing locations, but due to paucity of time.
May I suggest Texas for your next location?
Oh yes, actually,
West Texas is
we did a Telugu cowboy film in Mackinac Gold location, and I was a villain in that movie. I was on the horseback, and another villain chases and shoots me down, and this was in Moab, Utah. And that is where Mackinac Gold was made. The Monument Valley, all those things. Yes, madam?
When I saw your passport, I mean, it was literally, me being a person who has never touched my passport and it's blank and it's expired already, this is literally inspiring me.
That is I say that is my biggest asset.
Yeah.
Because
I know.
when you go, you're not going to take anything with you. You're going to leave everything back. You're going to take your knowledge with you.
No. That is very inspiring. More than that, one small doubt. Shankar being an, very perfect, Mr. Perfect, how did he miss this Machu Picchu background Kilimanjaro song?
That we'll leave it to, I mean, nobody is perfect.
Wasn't it hurting for you? Wasn't it hurting for you to see?
Not hurting for me, it was hurting for the Peruvian ambassador. He said, what is this you put, and so anyway, that is, see, nobody can claim to be Mr. Perfect. Okay? You got a point there. Yep.
You have been to all over the world. Where in India you found things much appreciable?
See, the thing is, I've never filmed any of this. I worked in India as a filmmaker, as a film actor. I have never worked in any of the films. Only song I worked was the belly dance song in Chennai. It was Irukana, Idupu Irukana, Iliana. Okay, that was for a different reason. Okay, but now India locations, see, Indian locations were done much before my time. So people have a relationship, people know people and things like that. I have to come with something new to stay in. I have to come with Bolivia, I have to come with Argentina or Chile or somewhere in Ukraine or something like that to be relevant. When I compete with somebody else, I have to come up with a solution which is acceptable for the director's vision, the producer's pocket, and the hero's satisfaction. So, okay. The monothy I have to fulfill.
My friend Ramji, I think his name...
1 minute, little, sorry? See, I will tell you, it's a combined effort. I don't want to take credit. This is one job I do. When I talk to a director, first you have to be a good listener. They will just narrate something, only a not Murray they will say. I have to hit the ground running. So when I land, I have to come with the solutions in the first 5 minutes. Otherwise, our attention where inge poidum. So I have to keep the interest, I have to hit it straight on the bullseye. So by this time I've got that knack, I claim, okay, but I'm always learning. I'm not, every day is a day I learn also. Possible? I only put the nice things there. I don't claim to be Mr. Perfect, definitely not, far from it. Yeah, Selva.
Yeah, just a few attributes to Ramji, my friend. His name precedes his reputation. And Tamil Bharadiyar சொன்னது மாதிரி சென்றிடுவீர் எட்டுத்திக்கும் கலைச்செல்வங்கள் யாவும் குழந்தைங்க சேர்ப்பேன்னு சொல்லிடுறார். அந்த மாதிரி நீ you're bringing in the entire world's best features through the cinema to the population, to the people. Today I think most of us got to see this in the movies, and has improved the tourism for the Indian country economy as well. People are going abroad to see all these places in terms, because they see it in the movies. They want to go and shoot them, go and visit these movies and all that. So have you been offered an ambassador, in fact, an ambassador by any of these countries that you have been doing so?
See, yes, I've been offered honorary consul positions, but I don't, because then it's a full-time responsibility, and then you get jacketed into that country. So I have to work in that idiom, but I want to keep my vision and my options open so that I work in all the countries. As I said, nowadays, all the filmmakers make me sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement. ஏன்னா சார் நீங்கள் லொடன்னு பேசிகிட்டே இருக்கீங்க சார், இல்லாட்டி எதாவது சொல்லிட்டு போகிறீங்க. அதனால் ஒன்ஸ் விஜயே வந்து என்னை வாட்ச் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருப்பார், நான் கொஞ்சம் பேசிகிட்டே இருப்பேன். ஒன்றே கிட்ட வந்தார், ராம்ஜி சார் நீங்கள் பேசிகிட்டே இருப்பீங்களா இந்த மாதிரி தான் அப்படிமாரு. ஸோ ஆஸ் ஐ நோ விஜய், he hardly is a man of very few words, but a very good, very keen observer. So அதனால் வந்து nowadays what happens is all the producers and directors, and they make me sign a NDA. Until the release of the film, I cannot discuss what I am doing. Say maybe after 1 year, I will be able to tell you what other films I worked on and other things. But right now, yeah, I am at 66. I can say that I am still having my hands full and traveling every week somewhere on my job.
Sir, whether Indian embassies in foreign countries are any helpful to you?
Well, yes, definitely. Nowadays, Indian embassies are very proactive, and especially in third world countries. When you go to a very modern Western European country or things like that, you don't need the help of embassy. But when you go to complicated places, but for shooting, complicated country, Libya, Tunisia border, Sahara desert, and it is good to have a good rapport. So many of the ambassadors are good friends. You see many of the ambassadors are coming to our shoot, and they also feel a kind of ownership, because we are from India, we must support them. They talk to their higher ups and they are in touch with me. Yeah, come and shoot in our country where I am the ambassador. So Indians also try to work. I showed you, I can have a picture with one of the ambassadors and with Mr. Pawan Kalyan and, for a movie. The ambassador looks like a heroine actually. Her name is Her Excellency Pooja Kapoor. I have it in my phone. I should have put that picture up for you. Anything else, sir? I think we are running out of time. My wife is pointing the watch. Bonda.
He has visited 140 countries, and people who have responded to a question that I have asked earlier as a quiz, and 2 people have said you have to guess a country that he has not visited. Okay? And the guess was, 2 of the guesses were right, and one was Mr. Karthik Krishnamurthy. He said he has not visited North Korea. So he gets a small token of appreciation.
Sir, North Korea, I mean, I risk எடுப்பேன், okay, but ஆனா அவ்வளோ risk எடுக்கிறதுக்கு தயாரா இல்ல.
Please come and collect your. And of course, Pakistan comes next, and T.S. Karthik gets a small.
Pakistan, I tried visiting, but அவங்க visa கொடுக்கிறது இல்லை அவ்வளோ ஈஸியா. I wanted to film in Pakistan, but I think I'll have problems both in Pakistan and in India when I come back. I don't want to take that chance.
And a few people have got the admit cards, and those who respond to the posters and given a thumbs up or a emoji to register yourself, and they get a small token, the admit card.
Yeah. Okay.
Admit cards you will be getting. Miss Bhuvneshwari. Signed by Mr. Ramji, sir. So this goes to say that please respond to the posters, please appreciate, acknowledge, and you'll get.
Madam, thank you. I hope you enjoyed.
Isakiyappan.
as I told you, he asked me, how do you maintain your health? I told you, that one thing, the easiest thing you can get and lose is money. One of the most difficult thing is good family, which you don't want to lose. And I got a great wife and great 2 children who support me all through in my work. And of course, your health. Please take care of your health. That's most important.
Madhu. Raghavan. You do get surprises, seriously. Muralidharan.
I'm basically a people's person. I love meeting new, different people. Every time I go, everywhere in the world, make it a point to interact with new people. I don't want to be in one single circle. Ore kuttela purna matta mari illama. I would love to meet. That's my character.
Nitya Prakash. Nalini, for giving me a thumbs up to the posters, for liking the posters. She's an avid traveler as well. She has visited many countries. Shashikala. Karnagaran. No, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Such a wonderful talk. ரொம்ப அழகாக ஆரம்பிச்சார் அவர். He covered a lot of sweeping remarks, I should say. ஹிஸ்ட்ரி பற்றி சொன்னார், ஜியாகிரஃபி பற்றி சொன்னார். செரண்டிபிட்டி ரொம்ப அற்புதமான ஒரு வேர்டு இருக்குது. செரண்டிபிட்டியை சொல்லுவாங்க. சான்ஸ் மீட்டிங்கு மிஸ்டர் நாகேஷை பார்த்துருக்காரு. அது மூலம் சினிமாவுக்கு போயிட்டார். சொப்னான ஒரு படத்தில் ஹி வாஸ் ஹீரோ. ரொம்ப பேருக்கு தெரியாது, அவர் சொல்லலை, ரொம்ப தன்னடக்கத்தினால சொல்லலை அவர். சொப்னாங்க ஒரு படத்தில் ஹீரோவை நடித்தார். ஏன்னா அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு 7 வருஷம் நடிச்சிருக்காரு, வில்லனாகவும் நடிச்சிருக்காரு. அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் ஹி மெட் நம்ம சுப்பராமி ரெட்டி, ராமா நாயுடு and other prominent people, and that has paved the way for his entry into the film world. Creativity ரொம்ப அற்புதமாக சொன்னார். லேக்ஸ், மெடோஸ் அண்ட் ஸ்னோ மூணும் இன்டர்சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி வேறு சொன்னார். இந்த க்ரியேட்டிவிட்டி அவர் அந்த கிரியேட்டிவ் ஸ்ட்ரீக் ரொம்ப அதிகமாக இருக்கிறதுனால தான் இஸ் been able to make a mark for himself, create a niche for himself for the past 46 years in the world of Indian film. இந்த க்ரியேட்டிவிட்டினா பற்றி சொல்லுவாங்க, it is just an art of connecting things, not even the dots. You have to just connect things. That's what he did. And the rest is history, I should say. And the creativity சொல்லும்போது, I found him a lot of highly imaginative person. ஏன்னா ஆல்பர்ட் ஐன்ஸ்டைன் சொல்லுவார், knowledge is not all that important. Imagination is more important than knowledge, சொல்லுவார் ஆல்பர்ட் ஐன்ஸ்டைன். So he has been proving the quote true. ஏன்னா அந்த imagination is the beginning of creation சொல்லுவாங்க. And you imagine what you desire, and you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. That is Bernard Shaw's famous quote. He's been willing, he's been imagining, he's been desiring, and he's been creating. All things rolled into one. That is Mr. Ramji for you. And அவர் நிறைய alliteration சொல்லுவாங்க. ஒரு பொருட் பன்மணி தமிழில் சொல்லுவாங்க, இரட்டை கலவை சொல்லுவாங்க. எனக்கு என்ன தெரியல, அவர் எடுத்த எந்த படத்துக்கு பேக்ரவுண்ட் நிறைய பண்ணிருக்காரோ இல்லை 2 சேம் வேர்ட்ஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்குது. இதை கவனிச்சிங்களா? ஒரு பேட்டர்ன் இருக்குது. கதை யாராவது ஐ டோன்ட் நோ வெதர் பீப்புள் ஹவ் நோட்டிஸ்டு. கண் தாங்கின்னு ஆரம்பிச்சது. கொஞ்ச நேரம் ஆபோகிராகம். எல்லாம் 2 வேர்ட்ஸ் பார்த்தீங்களா நீங்கள்? ஐ டோன்ட் நோ ஹவு மெனி பீப்புள் ஹவ் நோட்டிஸ்ட் இட். அப்புறம் இந்த ரிலேட்டிபிலிட்டி அண்ட் ரிலேட்டபிலிட்டி ரொம்ப அழகாக சொன்னார் அவர். அந்த ரிலேட்டிவிட்டி வேறு, ரிலேட்டபிலிட்டி வேறு. He was able to resonate with the director and he was able to resonate with the actors also. And in turn, he's been able to resonate with the audiences. That is, they have been able to integrate with the audience and resonate with the audience. ஸோ அந்த அளவு ரொம்ப அழகாக சொன்னார் அவர். இந்த இன்னொன்று அந்த ஒல்லி ஒரு பாட்டு, ஒல்லி பெல்லி, அந்த ஒரு இது நம்ம சொல்ல மறந்துட்டேன். இந்த நீதானா நீதானா எல்லா டபுள் வேர்ட்ஸ் சிமிலர் வேர்ட்ஸ் வருதில் சாரதா நடிச்சு இப்போ ஹீ இஸ் பர்சன் ஹூ பீன் பிஹைண்ட் இட். அது ஒரு தனி ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரீக் போல் இருக்கு. அண்ட் somebody asked how did you earn and how did you lose? அது ஒன்றும் சொல்லலை அவர். அண்ட் he said இது very very profound statement he made. I lost almost everything சொன்னார். அந்த ஆல்மோஸ்ட் வேர்டு இட் has got a lot of things. I lost almost everything but he did not lose. He did not lose யாருன்னா he did not lose Mrs. Soundarya. He did not lose her and her daughters. Akshaya is already here. So he had his family, they never lost. He did not lost them, and through them he has been able to blow back, he has been able to rebound, he has been able to come back to his own life, and he has been able to lead the life as per his own terms. That's a great thing. And people ஒரு சின்ன அடி ஒன்றா போயிடுவாங்க, அதெல்லாம் பாதாளத்துக்கு போயிடுவாங்க. He has been able to rise like a phoenix. So those lot of things about his mental that is tenacity. ரொம்ப அழகாக சொன்னார் அவர். என்னென்னா அந்த பஸ்ஸை பற்றி அனெக்டோட் ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருந்தது. பின்னாடி ஃபார் தோஸ் ஆஃப் யூ ஹுட் நாட் பீன் தேர் அட் தட் டைம் ஒரு 10 மெம்பர்ஸ் அப்புறம் லேட்டாக வந்தாங்க. He was able to relate a fantastic anecdote about சூப்பர் ஸ்டார் ரஜினிகாந்த். பின்னாடி நிற்கும் போது டிரைவர் சொன்னார், ஏப்பா அவன் ஃப்ரெண்டை கொஞ்சம் உட்கார சொல்லு, கீழே வந்துடுவார் சொல்லிட்டு. அது சொன்னார், ஏப்பா நான் சொன்னது அவர்கிட்ட சொல்லி சொன்னாராம். என்னன்னா நானே கண்டக்டராக இருந்திருக்கேன்ப்பா, அதை சொல்லிட்டு சொன்னாரான் டிரைவர்கிட்ட. அது கேட்டோன்னா ஆஃப்கோர்ஸ் இமீடியட்லி நேச்சுரலி I thought the driver would remove his head and then waved his hand. நான் தான் நினைக்கிறேன், அவர் சொல்லலை. ஸோ டிரைவர் அண்ட் கண்டக்டர் they got a very close bonding with each other. So the moment he uttered the word, அவர் கண்டக்டராக இருந்திருக்காரு, he knows how to hold him and how to balance himself in a moving bus. சொன்ன உடனே immediately driver had got lot of regards for him சொல்லுவாங்க. அண்ட் இந்த எந்திரத்தில் சொல்லுவாங்க, இந்த என்டையர் சாங் was shot in one location. நார்மலாக ஒரே ஒரு பாட்டுக்கு பல இடத்துக்கு போவாங்க. எஸ்பெஷலி அந்த இந்திரன் படத்தில் டைரக்டர் அந்த மாதிரி தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாருன்னு சொன்னார் அவர். பல ஷார்ட்ஸ் எடுத்தால் ஒரே ஒரு படம், ஒரே ஒரு சாங்கில் பல இடத்துக்கு போவாங்க. ஆனால் அந்த இந்திரன் ஷாட் ஒரே ஒரு சிங்கிள் லொக்கேஷனில் இருக்கிற ஷாட்டு. அதே போல் he was able to condense all his life in one session. Hypnotic செஷனில் ஒரே ஒரு சிங்கிள் செஷன் he's been able to condense the entire life of his 46-year journey in one single session. நம்ம நிறைய இடத்துக்கு போனதில்லை, ஆனால் இவர் போயிருக்கார், இவர் பார்த்துருக்கோம் நம்ம, அது போதும். Through him we've been able to see the wonderful PPT done so beautifully by Akshaya. Can give a big hand to Akshaya, please rise. Akshaya is the person who's been doing the PPT for her. அவ்வளோ அழகாக she's been able to capture. அண்ட் அந்த சீனரி ஆகட்டும், இந்த 7 நேச்சுரல் ஒண்டர்ஸ் நம்மக்கிட்ட கூப்பிட்டு போயிட்டு இருந்தார். 7 நேச்சுரல் ஒண்டர்ஸு. மாச்சா பிச்சா, நம்ம ஜோக்கு தான் அடிக்கிறான்னு பார்த்தா அது ஒரு இடத்தோட பேர். அது மாச்சா பிச்சு பேர் கேள்விப்பட்டதே இல்லை. சில கண்ட்ரிஸ் மேப்பில் இருக்கிறது நமக்கு தெரியாது. அந்த ஸ்தான் சொன்னார், டர்க்மெனிஸ்தான், கசக்ஸ்தான், உஸ்பெகிஸ்தான், கிர்கிஸ்தான் கேள்விப்பட்டது. நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சது பாகிஸ்தான் தான். அண்ட் தட் டு பீங் ஃபார் த ஆர்மி நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒரே ஒரு தான் பாகிஸ்தான் தான். இல்லை அந்த சாம்பாரில் இருக்கிற அந்த தான் வேறு ஒன்றும் இல்லை. இல்லை அத்தான் அவ்வளோதான், வேறு ஒன்றும் இல்லை. எவ்வளோ அந்த தான் நம்முடைய நல்ல எல்லா கண்ட்ரிக்கும் போயிருக்காரு அவர். போனது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் பட ஷூட்டிங் நடத்திருக்காரு அவர். ஸோ கிரெடிட் கோஸ் ஹிம் ஃபார் ஹேவிங் enriched our evening with lot of interesting anecdotes. அண்ட் அவர் அந்த நாலேஜ் இஸ் ஸ்டூபெண்டஸ். அந்த அளவுக்கு நாலேஜ் எடுத்து வந்திருந்தார். we knew what goes behind the scene. It is not merely the actor or the director or the lyricist who goes into the that is or a victory of a movie. The persons like him, travel master தான் இவரோட கம்பெனி பேர். he is a founder director of travel master. and நாட்டு ஆஸ்கர் வந்து தெரியும், இந்தியாவுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஸ்கர் பாடத்தில் அவர் தான் வந்திருக்குது. அதுக்கு பர்சன் ஹூஸ் பீன் தேர் பிஹைண்ட் த லொக்கேஷன் இவர் தான். சொல்லிட்டு இட்ஸ் வெரி வெரி கிரேட் ஃபீலிங் ஆஃப் அஸ். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. அண்ட் டு இன்வைட்டட் ஹிம் ஆல் த வே. அண்ட் ஃபைனலாக சொன்னார் அவர் ரிஸ்க் டேக்கிங் பற்றி. ரிஸ்க் எனக்கு ரஸ்க் எடுக்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லிட்டு ஆண்ட்ரூ கிடேன்னு சொல்லுவார். somebody asked him what makes you take risks சொல்லிட்டு. அப்போ அவர் சொன்னாராம், the person who is not afraid of leaving the shores, he can never discover new oceans சொன்னார். person who doesn't care about leaving the shores, he'll never end up seeing new countries சொல்லி சொன்னார். அதுபோல் he's taken the hard that is decision of living and then going to embracing a new field. அவங்க ஃபேமிலியில் இந்த ஃபீல்டில் யாருமே இல்லவே இல்லை. he's been able to take risk and he's been able to achieve so much and much more. So thanks Mr. Ramji for having enlivened us. It's a small token of our gratitude. I request Mr. Bhakta, our film producer and our lifetime member who has come all the way from Hyderabad to do the honors for him. Veteran of so many battles. You leave, you can just collect it from the admin desk. It is written high on hypnosis. நீங்கள் ஹிப்னாட்டிசரில் வந்திருக்கீங்க ஃபஸ்ட் டைம், I feel see a lot of new faces. So high on hypnosis, that is the tagline we had given we had printed on the back. They can collect it there from the admin desk. So nice for the friends of Mr. Ramji. And Monda is ready, tea and coffee, everything is ready. We'll be happy to share it with you. Once again, a big thanks to Mr. Ramji.